Good morning. Welcome back to SBJ Weekend Review. How we doing, Chad Man?
I am doing good, doing well. Excited about school starting tomorrow. And so this was my last morning to kind of not get up super early. Still got up pretty early, but not have to get up. You know what I mean? So that's over with. We're back in the schedule and the swing of things starting tomorrow. And tomorrow's a soft start. I only pick up 7th graders and 9th graders. So should be great and pretty easy day. And then chaos will happen Wednesday. I mean, straight up chaos. It should be great. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I was excited about getting back into a regular swing of things too, but then my Sunday afternoon nap turned into a full night's sleep. So as soon as I got home, I laid down, and then I woke up at like 9 p.m. And I was like, well, I'm not sleeping at all tonight. So
yep, that makes for a long night when you take too long of a nap. Yep.
I woke up and I went, gotta start getting ready. So I hopped up and was getting ready to get in the shower. And I was like, wait a second, it's Sunday. It was I laid down for a nap. I was like, what times? I looked at my phone and it said 9 p.m. And I was like, oh my gosh. So that kind of ruined things for me this morning. I still made it to the gym, but probably went a little bit lighter than normal because I'm just not all there.
So I went and I did what I wanted to do, but I did take it pretty light just because I haven't been in the gym much this summer. So I was like, Mucho, take it easy, buddy. You want to be able to walk tomorrow.
Well, the last thing I was doing was that pec deck, and it felt like I just ripped something right there.
Not good. That's what I don't want. I don't want, because we haven't been going heavy, haven't been going hard to go in. And
I've just been skipping back and shoulder day.
Gotcha. Well,
those are my two least favorite things to do. I
see. Yeah, I went once or twice last week. I didn't go. And then, of course, before that, we were out of town and just, I just haven't gone. So, for whatever reason, I've been lazy. And, of course, a lot of it was just being out of town. And it was like, we'll just start when school starts back up again. But I am going to pay for it the next couple of weeks, I imagine.
For the most part, I still worked out while we were out of town.
I didn't. I just didn't. I mean, I worked out by playing golf and eating food, if that's called working out. I did that, but
while we were at the camp, I was doing push-ups and sit-ups every night. And then when we were in Frio River, me and Alex did that too. But then in Angela, we got a day pass to a gym for a couple days.
Yeah, I wasn't invited to that, so I wouldn't know about that. So, but
if you wanted to go, you easily could have come.
I had no idea it was happening until after it was too late. But that's fine. I don't care.
We went
I'm not
twice.
Upset. Yeah, well, I didn't. Yeah, so anyhow, no, it was good.
If you wanted to go, you would have said something.
Yeah, maybe, but
you didn't want to go.
Whatever. I wasn't invited. I didn't feel like I could go.
It's a terrible excuse. You did not want to go.
Wasn't invited. So, but anyhow, we've had a good summer. It's been a great summer, actually. We can think about all the ministries we're involved with our camps and VBS, and then the camp that we're involved with in Texas. Close to 17 or so saved. What a great summer. And
I feel like we still have a lot that need to be baptized.
We do. We have a lot that need to be baptized.
We
have several. Waiting on parents and kids. So I told them we were doing it, and that one weekend, and I had several said, hey, yeah, maybe, and then they didn't. So what I need to do is follow back up. Hey, man, here's where we're at. Here's what we're doing.
When you said, Charlotte's getting baptized this week, I figured all the kids were going to stack
up. I thought they would, too. I thought they would all stack up and let's do it at one fell swoop, but it didn't happen. So I was hoping for that to happen, but now we have several. We have several that need to be baptized, and that's good. We just need to get them going. I need to be more proactive with, hey, man, get your kid up here. Let's go. So, but I also don't want a kid to get baptized that say they aren't ready yet either. You know what I mean?
Do you remember? I don't even remember who it was. I think it was me that was baptizing.
Yeah.
And I asked, Jesus, your Lord, Savior. Nope.
We're in trouble.
Went, uh-oh.
Yeah. We need to have a conversation. Well, I was talking to a guy Sunday, and he wants to join the church, and I said, well, have you been saved and baptized in that order? And he goes, yes. He goes, I was baptized as a kid and then later saved. I said, that's not the order that I need you to be done in. You need to be saved first.
You didn't listen to me.
Do you even know what salvation means? So I need to really sit down and have a further conversation with this gentleman. But anyhow, I love that he's interested in the church, and I love that he's interested in being a part of the church. And I just need to have looks like a little deeper of a conversation with the guy. So, I'm yawning for some reason today, man. Woo.
I'm not going to say a name or anything like that, but I am sometime this week going to be spending time with a dude that I know is lost, and I think the reason is he's wanting to ask some questions. So
good.
Be praying for that.
Yeah, definitely pray for that because, man, when that seeker finally gets it, that's awesome. So hopefully you can have that conversation and it'll go well. So,
and if he's not asking questions, I'm gonna be asking questions.
Yeah, man. Well, I think we need to be very careful. Just this flippant, I just need to be saved. That kind of deal. Well, what does it mean to be saved? And so I need to be more proactive and follow up on that kind of stuff. So, but anyhow, if you have kids out there that need to be baptized, if you need to be baptized, first of all, you need to be saved. But if you've not been saved, you need to be saved. And then once you've been saved,
because some churches around here just want you to be baptized so that they look good.
They like them numbers. Well, it always looks good. You can record that and see people getting dunked. So that's always good for the numbers.
And then they come here and I have to re-explain how it all works.
Yep. Let's re-talk about it. Well, man, I remember as a kid, our church had a huge bus ministry. I bet we had 15 buses, and they picked up kids all over town. They picked up 300 or 400 kids, right? And some of them kids got baptized every week, man. The same kids were being baptized. So our numbers that year that were baptized through the roof. It was incredible. But one kid at least 42 times. I don't know if that's true, but it seemed like it. Hey, Jose, you're getting baptized again today. Yes, sir.
Well, it's like those kids at camp that you see every year go up and go, I got saved.
Yeah.
Like, all right, man.
Yeah.
How many times are you going to do this?
Yeah, man. Man, that guy has an incredible 1 week every year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
1 week every year. Incredible life-changing moment, but it didn't stick. So.
Oh, we don't have a whole lot to talk about today. Not a whole lot of planning went into this episode.
It really hadn't. Well, it's kind of one of those
deals. There's just
deals.
not much to talk about. We didn't do anything last night.
Yeah, well, we're at the end of one thing and the beginning of another, so we can definitely talk about the ending, and then we have a little bit of how good of a summer we've had and how the Lord's blessed it, and it's been good, and it's just and so and now school stuff has started. All last week I was at bus training and bus requirements for the bus all last week, and then Friday and today was my 2 days that I didn't have requirements with the transportation, but then starting tomorrow, and then we go our longest run. Our next break isn't until the first week of October, so we go a solid 2 full months, 10 weeks I think it is, 9 or 10 weeks before, because I don't think fall break is until the second week of October. So
and then
that's a long haul.
Junior high open house, me and Mom put up a table and passed out snow cones and handed out over, I think, around 250 probably invite cards to the youth group. So hopefully that shows some fruit.
Yeah, well, and here's the deal. All we can do is what we do and then leave the rest up to the Lord, right? Yeah. But to be out there, and so it's really cool the junior high to allow you and Tracy to set up a snow cone machine and then invite people to church, and man, it was really good, and I was just pleased with how many people came by. I would have been out there as well, but I had bus driver duties I had to take care of inside the cafeteria, so I couldn't be out there, but man, what a huge blessing.
One kid, it was funny, she was by herself, she takes a card. She was like, hey, if you don't go to church anywhere, we'd love to have you. She goes, oh, I'm already a member at a church. We're like, okay, no big deal. And then after she gets her snow cone, she goes, actually, give me one of those cards because I don't really like where I'm at.
That's terrible. It's terrible. So, wow. But, man, anyhow, I think the key is to get the word out there. And I think if you can grow a huge junior high, that eventually grows into a huge high school. You know what I mean? And so if you can get them while they're still kind of looking and they haven't decided where they're going to church, and get the
most high schoolers, if they're gonna go to a church, they have it already.
Absolutely, I agree, and that's what I'm saying. You start there with when they're kids and stuff, and then we hope that parents see that card and see that we're doing stuff, and even hit the QR code and go online and look around, and hopefully that just encourages some folks to come and hang out with us and at least check us out. And that's the great thing about our website and our Facebook page. You can get a pretty good idea of what we are before you ever step foot in here. I mean, you get a pretty good idea. So, but anyhow, if you don't go to church somewhere and you're listening, we'd love for you to come.
Except for those that are in Vietnam, it's going to be a little difficult for you.
No, come visit us. It would be great. I would love for you to visit.
Tell you what, the Vietnam people, if you're listening to this, we'll even let you stay in the missions house if you come.
We have the Henrys up there right now. They may not like that, but we'll figure out something.
They're friendly people.
They're friendly
There's
people.
an extra bedroom in there.
By the way, have you talked to the Henrys about using their front yard for
That's what I needed to do today. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I was announced to youth group and went, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
I just remembered the Henrys are
You might need to talk
there.
Yeah,
Said, they might not like us being in their front yard.
May not. You might need to have a conversation.
That's the thing. If they say no, I'm going to have to go, okay, well, I was more asking as like a courtesy thing. I don't have a choice. Like, I have to do this here.
So we really need some grass, don't we? So what I would like for us to do is pave this front part.
Yeah.
And then this section right here, just put in
I didn't want to do
artificial
it up there
turf. Yeah.
because it sits on a hill like this.
Yeah.
It's not
good.
And also I just don't like the way the pictures come out because there's a mobile home in the background.
Yeah, no, I get
And I don't want people to be like, man, where the heck are these kids playing at?
Who cares, man? They're having a good time. That's all that matters.
So,
Well, yeah, that is an issue. We do need to. I would really like to put in
at least 50 yards.
That's what I'm saying. A 40 by 50 or 50 by 50. I think would be an awesome, because then you play ultimate frisbee. You could play baseball.
I've done some thinking. It's not enough for ultimate.
It'd be okay.
I think you need minimum of like 80 yards for ultimate
Right,
to have like an enjoyable game. Now, to be fair, most of my teens, they can't throw a frisbee to save their lives.
There you go. It's sad that people today can't throw frisbee. It's crazy.
I feel like for some reason we have so many things up there. A circle forms and either the guys or the girls are just tossing the frisbee around.
Yeah.
Emily Fisher's been throwing the frisbee around every single week. She still does not know how to throw a frisbee.
Bless her.
I'm just kidding. She actually does. She's gotten better. It's funny how many of them they can't even catch the frisbee.
No, let alone throw it.
It's like a big learning curve.
It is huge. It's
try
huge.
something. The easiest way, just pancake it.
Yeah.
So simple.
Well, yeah, I've been amazed throughout the years, students that can't throw a frisbee.
I mean, one of my favorite parts about working at camp was the staff ultimate frisbee games that went down on the weekends.
Oh yeah, I love ultimate frisbee.
We would have it was 15 on 15, running around on this giant field playing ultimate. It was so good.
We used to play in the gym in San Angelo, and we played all the time.
I remember being a kid and watching. I think not Wesley. No, is his name Wesley? One of the
Wesley Weber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Wesley Weber. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I thought.
Oldest boy.
Yes, I remember him throwing it and it going in the basketball hoop from full court.
Oh, nice.
Like he wasn't trying to, but it went
Pure
in.
accident.
And I remember everybody being like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, we played a lot. In fact, we had a girl fall and hit her head and crack her skull open. I mean, we've had a lot of good times out there.
Yeah.
We played a lot. And I don't know why it got so big with our group, but it was there for a couple of years. It was huge for our group. It was huge.
It's
huge,
just
huge.
so fun.
Everybody wanted to play. It was crazy. So we played every Wednesday night. It was good.
Well, we're getting close to October.
October. I mean, we got to get through.
It's the only month every year that I'm happy.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do enjoy heading that direction. I'm glad we're heading that direction.
All my favorite things happen in October.
Yep, good things start happening. I agree.
The best holiday.
Yep. Christmas.
In October.
Are you a devil worshiper?
Big Halloween guy.
Wow, man, devil worshiper. Anyhow, y'all pray for me.
Good time. Halloween, beer season, college football.
The last two I'm in. And I do like Halloween.
The weather.
Don't misunderstand. Yeah, so for me, weather, football, hunting. So, yeah, I'm in for those three for sure. And I'm not against Halloween, whatever. I don't like the witch and the, ghosts and goblins and all that kind of stuff. But man, it is a good opportunity to reach people. So I like that part. So
I think I would like it more even if I didn't live in Arbor Hills.
Woo.
It's just too packed, man.
Last year I counted just right there in our cul-de-sac, man. I bet there were 500 or 600 people right there just in one fell swoop.
Quit.
I'm gonna try to use that word.
That phrase.
Well, as long as it works with what I'm talking about, I'm gonna try to use it as much.
3 weeks now.
No, I'm doing it. Fell swoop. One fell swoop. We're gonna do it. So, but anyhow, I'm ready for college football. I'm ready for cooler weather. Of course, this morning in the Jeep with the top down and the doors off and the windows off, it was pretty nice out there driving this morning. Pretty nice.
I have my air blasting so bad that my ears start hurting.
Yeah. You want it that cold.
I hate hot.
I agree.
I'd rather be freezing, and that's my issue. Is like every year I seem to have friends that are cruel enough to have summer weddings.
Yeah, what are we doing?
What an awful thing to do to people.
And outside.
And formal attire required. Luckily, the one I went to this summer wasn't required, but I'm going to wear a suit.
Right.
The one in Justin Rocky's wedding in Kentucky was it was like 98 degrees, and I'm in a 3-piece suit. It was not good. Beautiful wedding, though.
Well, what we did last year in September, it was pretty hot.
Yeah, it's just miserable. I think shouldn't do it in the summer. Shouldn't do it during college football season.
Yeah, there should be some rules.
I think February through April is your prime time.
Yeah, February 14th. Do it then. Do it February the 14th. That's very romantic, I think.
That's kind of a dumb day, but
I don't know. Yep.
Well, let's go ahead and get into church since we're kind of running out of stuff here.
Well, if you want to. We didn't have Wednesday night last week. It was an off week because we were getting ready
because it was my birthday.
It was Keagan's birthday.
And we all took the day off to celebrate me.
Well, I don't know that was the reasoning, but we do celebrate Keagan's 22nd birthday this past Wednesday, and we went and ate at Texas Roadhouse. I had a good time.
I sat on the saddle.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that. I was as surprised as most people. I can't believe you did that. I would not have done it. So
I have a video of you doing it.
Yeah, I was against my will, and that was a long time ago. So, but anyhow, yeah, we celebrated 22 years, and then this Wednesday night we get kicked back off. So
hoping
we'll talk
for
about
at least 5 more.
5 more birthdays. Well, that's goals in life.
My goal's always been just make it to 25.
I didn't think I'd make it to 30. When I was your age, I was like, there's no way I'm living to be 30. There's no way. There's no way that either I don't die or the Lord doesn't return by 30.
I think I would like to be done before I get to 80.
I think as long as I'm moving and functioning and going.
That's my thing.
I don't care if I live to be 200 as long as I'm moving and going and functioning.
How old's Grandpa?
Grandpa's, 60? No, he's 70s. So he's still kicking.
So that's why my attitude's changed, because I've always said like 7. I don't want to make it to 70. But then look at Grandpa, man.
But Grandpa walks and exercises and plays golf, and he's always moving. Right. He's always out tinkering in the yard. He's not just sitting in a recliner eating a ho-ho.
So if I'm like that, then yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. Because I will say, when me and Colton were there, he kept up with us.
Yeah, well, for sure.
He wasn't. I mean, he was tired, but like so was I.
Yeah, so was everybody, right?
It was a long day. We got him to go to Disney Springs. I didn't expect that, and he trucked along with us, and we had a great time. So I think if I'm still like that, then yeah, let's keep pushing.
Well, that's where I'm at.
If it gets where like, man, like I have to sit in a chair all day,
I'm not interested. I don't want to sit around and watch The Price is Right, The Young and the Restless all day. I don't care to do that every day of my life. I'd rather just be done. That's just not good for me.
It doesn't seem fun.
No, terrible, horrible. So for me, if we can keep moving, of course, that's the reason why a lot of people go, well, why do you go to the gym? Well, I do that because I want to be able to move. I want to be able to walk. I want to be able to go.
My body's already falling apart, so I don't know that I'm gonna be able to kick around like Grandpa is.
Well, but he's had knee surgery. He's had some injuries.
Because both knees and both ankles are very messed up.
That's probably from doing the high jump and stuff.
The knees is for sure all happened during basketball. But yeah, ankles are messed up from high jump.
Not good.
No, actually, no. Everything's messed up from basketball.
Basketball's the greatest sport.
Basketball's what's killing me.
I love basketball.
We're playing tonight.
I wish I was invited, but I'm not. It's all right. It's no big deal. I get it.
Couldn't keep up with us.
Y'all would be amazed at what this old man can do.
Actually, I will say, since the last time you've watched, the competition's gotten pretty stout.
Well, that's the deal. You play every week, you're going to get better.
Even the guys that were they look like they've never even been outside before the way they play.
Yeah.
They're decent enough that it's not a liability to have them on your team. But we have a bunch of new guys that are dude, you're too good to be playing here.
Right. Stop it.
Some of these guys are crazy. The other day, dude, this kid, his name's Ashton, he dunked over 2 guys.
Nice.
With no run up.
Here I am.
I told him, I said, you ever do that to me, you're never coming back here again. He said, okay.
There's rules.
So he has done a few layups over me, but he won't dunk it because he's a respectful young lad.
That's awesome. I like it.
But
So,
no, we have a good time.
Tonight.
Yeah.
So
Sunday school, hit him.
Sunday school, we finished up Luke chapter 2. For some reason, man, Luke does like 50 verses per chapter. And I know that he didn't have nothing to do with that. He just wrote a letter. But whoever broke that up, they could have done a better job. I mean, come on. 80 verses in chapter 1 and 50-something verses in chapter 2. Sheesh. But anyhow, we looked at Luke chapter 2, finished it up, and we looked at how the shepherds, they believed, they worshiped, and they went and told somebody. And then, the challenge and the conversation that we had is do we believe? And if we believe, are we worshiping? And we talked about worship. What does worship look like? What does that entail? Not me just standing there, with my hands raised high. That's part of worship, but we just discussed worship, and then are we worshiping on a regular basis? And then are we telling people? And so we spent some time talking about that and had a really good conversation on that. And then we went to Simeon and Anna, who were in the temple, excited to see Jesus when he came in as an infant. And then we talked about Jesus's being in the temple when he was 12 years old and his parents looking for him. So that wrapped up chapter 2 of Luke chapter 2, and I guess we'll dive into Luke chapter 3 next week. But it's been a pretty good study. It's kind of interesting to study the birth of Jesus when it's 100 degrees outside. So that part is kind of funny, but it's been good, and it helps you, of course, really what our focus was in Luke chapter 2 was a bunch of nobodies that God chose to make somebodies. You know what I mean? They're just people who are willing to be used, just people who are willing to be obedient. They weren't special. They weren't anything that they weren't, you know what I mean? They were just people that were like, God, use me if you want to use me. And we see even from the shepherds, which were nobodies, and Mary and Joseph, they were nobodies. And John the Baptist, his parents, nobodies, all nobodies, and yet God made them somebodies. They're somebody today because they were obedient and they were willing to do what God wanted them to do. So anyhow, so the challenge was to encourage folks to, don't worry so much about you. You worry about what God's called you to do, and let God, make a somebody out of you, I guess. So it was good. We had a good day. We had a really good crowd. I mean, so my class split again. They keep splitting off my class. And so a couple of years ago, we split, and the empty nesters went their way. Well, then now we split my class again, and young marrieds and have split. They've started their own class, and so I guess my class is the class that's in between young married and empty nesters. Is who we are, but we still had a fantastic.
I was about to say, so y'all are like the middle-aged Sunday school class.
No, that's empty nesters would be middle-aged.
Nesters are middle-aged.
And then you have your older folks that are in there with Brother Randy, and then me, and then young marriage now, and then now single. We have single adult class. Young single adult class, and then we have teenagers. And so we really right now, and I know a lot of those classes are small, just starting out, but holy cow, the potential's there, and we have something for everybody. So
the thing is, if they grow, like, we'll be out of space quick. Those Sunday school rooms are tiny.
They are. I think you could probably put 15 or 20 people in there and then be like, yeah, because that's the reason why we had to move out of there. We were in there and we were running 30, and it was like, people were like, I'm not coming. It's too crowded in here. So I said, well, let's move back to the auditorium, and they still didn't come. But anyhow, that was their excuse.
Because obviously, like, with those 4 Sunday school rooms, you could knock out the walls, and they have 2 big Sunday school rooms, but then where
now
the
we're
other
short
2,
2 Sunday school
rooms.
rooms.
Where do they go?
Yeah.
So we might have to get some pods.
No, what we need to do is just build an auditorium.
I feel like it's early to pull the trigger on that.
I don't think so.
But it would be nice to have everybody together for one service again.
It would be great to have everybody into one service, and we could design an auditorium that could hold 1,000, but doesn't look like that, kind of like what they did at camp, at the kids' camp, the new kids' camp. They designed that with a balcony.
So it doesn't look empty, but
where it doesn't look empty, but we could put a ton more in there. You know what I mean?
So when are you thinking?
I don't know. We just need to sit down with the men and crunch some numbers. We're doing very well. I mean,
you feel like we're closer than
absolutely.
What we realize?
Well, I think if we can get that first service to where it's running around 100 and get that second service where it's running around 200, and that second service is close, and the first service, man, we had a good group Sunday morning. So if both of those groups grow by about 20 or 30 people, which really isn't that much each, we're going to really need to be discussing. Well, I think not even that. I think the issue would be if every single person that came to both services was faithful to Sunday school, we'd already be screwed. Had 112 in Sunday school.
Right.
So we're running out of Sunday school space.
Imagine being just 80 more people.
No, I get it.
Throughout all Sunday school. Like we'd be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm even like me when I'm having like low days, it still is like getting close to where we need to get up out of here.
Yeah, no, I agree. And so, and even our kids ministry, man, we had, in our kids, 4 through, what is it? I don't know, 4-year-olds to, I don't know, whatever the age group is, that group was probably as big as they've been in a while. So, man, yesterday was just, numbers-wise, was through the roof. Offerings were through the roof. People were here. The only problem we had was Dusty and them came to first service, so they left, and Alan said he was going to count for the second service for Dusty, and he forgot. So we don't know how many we had in the second service. He goes, you can just cut my pay if you would like. Well, Doc is pay.
Here's what we can do. Just go on the live when they do the wide zoom. We can get an estimated guess.
Well, that whole back part, you can't see them, though. That you can only see about halfway up.
Get an estimated guess.
Yeah, that's true. But, yeah, we're talking I think we probably were well over 200 Sunday. So, which I'm very pleased with our first. And I think even our numbers will go up more next week.
Just can't get good help anymore, can we?
What's that?
Can't get good help.
I know,
anymore.
Alan. Come on, man. That guy, he's such a good dude. And
I've got a million other jobs that he's taking care of.
And why do you ask him to do it, right? Yeah. And so I feel bad for him because I think he felt bad. I think he was like, man, I'm sorry. I was like, bro, it happens. Don't worry about it. So, but anyhow, I would like to know, but I guess I'm not going to know. I'm going to guesstimate though. We had at least, I'm going to say at least 140, wouldn't you think? You think more? So, and then we had well over 50 in the first service. So,
you're saying 140 in the second? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought you were saying 140 total.
No. I think we're pushing 200.
Yeah. Okay.
Total. 200
that's
total.
why I was saying go. Yeah, I was like, you're way off.
No. I don't think I'm way off.
The first service was pretty hefty.
First service was great for our first service. You know, so that first service
was going, golly, if the first service is this packed, I can't imagine what the second service is going to be. It's a terrible week to be singing.
Yeah. No, you sang. It was great. What'd you think about singing?
Truthfully, I don't like doing it, but in a way, I guess it's why I like doing it.
Yeah.
Because it's something I'm not comfortable with at all.
Yeah, get you out of your comfort zone.
I think it's good for me, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm, like the whole time I'm like, I'm terrible. And then like if like the first service, like Bentley and Zeke were like laughing. I was like, they're laughing at me. I'm terrible. I shouldn't be up here.
They're probably just playing around.
Mind's going, and it turns out it was something so stupid that they were actually laughing at. Because of course I went and asked them because I need that.
Hey man, what are you laughing about, punks?
I'm like, you making fun of me? He's like, no.
No, wait. You should be singing, not laughing. But no, we had a good group. And then Keith played drums. Did a good job.
Yeah, he's really good.
Good for him. We need to get y'all better earbuds, I guess.
He's learning what I deal with.
Yeah, I guess
every single person on stage is playing at a different tempo.
Yeah.
And then the ears that we have like also aren't very good.
Yeah.
So it's pretty challenging just to keep a steady time.
Yeah.
There.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I think he did great, and I think Kenzie's doing great. Really appreciate her playing the piano. Of course, everybody else does great. And even Andy, he's playing Sunday with
shards of porcelain in his eye.
He got porcelain in his eye.
He told me, he said, hey, if you don't mind, since my hands will be busy, while you're singing, if you'll just come over and rub my right eye. I was like,
just rub my eye, man.
I got you, dude.
It's but yeah, that's commitment right there, right? Most people would be like, I'm not going to be there today. I got something in my eye. He's up there and he's got tears running down his face. His eyes bright red and he's jamming. So,
poor dude.
I appreciate him and I appreciate you and Haley.
Sorry to do a sidebar.
No.
This is the only protein shake, powders or pre-mixed stuff that I've ever had that doesn't taste terrible.
I tried it. I didn't like it.
It's so much better than that Premier garbage you drink.
Well, it's all gross.
This just tastes like chocolate milk.
It's all disgusting. I hate everything.
The strawberry one's really good too.
I'd
and
rather
it's 42
just be
grams. That's way more than what yours has.
Well, I obviously don't need protein. Look at me. I am huge. And So, but anyhow, yeah.
So good.
So
My
disgusting.
Sunday school class, we are in 2 Thessalonians. A few series back, we did 1 Thessalonians. Now we're in 2nd.
I got you.
We're looking at Ben Stewart's thing.
Dose.
He rocks. Colton's met him, actually. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. Colton was, like, miking up Ben Stewart's wife, and then Ben Stewart walked in the room. And he said that's, like, the one time he got, like, starstruck.
Really?
He said Tim Tebow did nothing to him. All these other athletes he's seen, Goo Goo Dolls, nothing. He said Ben Stewart walked in. I was like, oh, my gosh, that's Ben Stewart.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know who Ben Stewart is.
I have a
That's
couple of
crazy.
his books in my office.
Do you? I need to read them.
Well, they don't really apply to you.
Wow, that's hurtful. That's hurtful.
The main one that I've read by him, like the most, is Single, Dating, Engaged, Married. And
I've heard of that.
you've already
that's a good
crossed
book.
all those off the list, though.
Well, I need the marriage part needs some help, I think.
Well, never mind.
Go ahead. 2 Thessalonians.
That's not funny. I'll move on. Look how mature I'm getting with controlling my tongue.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
2 Thessalonians, like I said a while back, we did 1 Thessalonians. So we kind of recapped. Paul goes to this place, plants a church. They're doing well, a bunch of young believers, but it gets a lot of persecution. It's not safe for Paul and his people to stay there, so they get out. But then Paul hears that in the midst of all this persecution, instead of crumbling apart, they're actually thriving and persevering and still pushing through. And so he writes 1 Thessalonians as to kind of be like an encourager and answer some questions that young believers might have. And then about a year later, he writes 2 Thessalonians, which is what we're in now. It's kind of a similar book in the sense of that he's just trying to be encouraging and answer questions that they might have. But so for the first week here, we just looked at the first 4 verses, Paul's opening, which is his typical. Pretty much every letter written by Paul has the same opening and same closing. He seems
Paul, a bondservant of Jesus Christ.
And then the peace be with you all, all that
Peace,
kind of
love,
stuff. So
and
he's
happiness.
same old Paul. But we kind of just we're focusing on these 2 ideas of there's a part where Paul says he talks about how everything healthy grows, and talking about your faith is growing because you're properly managing it, you're keeping it healthy, and so I use several examples, but like the main one that so I was telling you, it's important, it's encouraging to see and notice how much you've grown. It's kind of like I feel like since growth is this slow, steady thing, you miss a lot of what's actually happened in your life. And so what I encourage them to do is something that I started doing when I was working at camp is when you do your quiet time, have some kind of journal or something where you're writing your takeaways. And then when you're back in that book like a year later and you can compare your 2 different takeaways to see how much has changed in your perspective on things, stages of life that you're in. I think it's healthy to like compare and look back and see how much has changed, whether even if you're just keeping a journal about your spiritual growth and stuff and just going back. But one of the examples I use for that is, the gym. Like I still feel like I'm tiny. I got to show you this picture that I'm about to refer to, but it's pretty frightening how tiny I actually was. So in my head, I'm like, man, I been doing this like 6 months and I'm still tiny. Like, why don't I look like Thor yet? And so you kind of think like, man, am I just wasting my time? Am I doing this all wrong? Well, I went back and found a picture from when I first started, and I was like an actual skeleton. So now where I'm at, I see that, and then it's encouraging because I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm clearly doing something. Let's keep doing this. And I was saying that's the same thing with your spiritual growth. Obviously, I didn't pop the pictures up on the screen because that would have been weird.
I would just did it, man. Pop it up. Let them know.
Here's 2 shirtless pictures of your
Make
youth
this
pastor.
lesson about you.
So
everybody take a look at how great I look.
Especially that first picture. I don't want a whole lot of people seeing that picture.
Right?
It's barely.
Well,
you can see every single one of my ribs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, but one of the things that I think really helped encourage you was when you were hanging out with some of your friends at camp this last year or this summer, and they're like, dude, putting on some muscle. That was huge motivation.
Felt so good.
Yeah, heck yeah. So,
dang, bro, you've been working out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Yeah, just doing something, doing a little bit of work.
And so, yeah, but that's the other thing, like people noticing, and that's an encouragement. And it's important to like actually look back and say, okay, what all has God done with me just through me being obedient? Just those simple acts of obedience. And that's the other thing we talked about is trusting him enough and having enough faith to just take steps of obedience and seeing how much he does with just that. And we talked about how every single person in the Bible that he used, the only thing was they were obedient, and he did all these crazy things. Like
a bunch of nobodies.
It's not like these were better people than us, that they were more equipped or more qualified. They're humans just like us. They just were obedient, and God did these miraculous things through them, and that's the same. And like, you can miss out on some pretty awesome things that you would get to be a part of if you're not just simply moving in obedience. Yeah. So we talked about that, but then we also talked about just simply finding comfort in being his, that we belong to him. And, these things that we go through that seem so big, when you compare it to how big God is, they're not so big anymore. And so we can have comfort in wherever it is that we're going through. Like, hey, I belong to God, who literally created everything. Things are going to be all right. And maybe this is just a moment where he's teaching me to trust and rely on him more, which is going to cause me to grow even more. And that's going to be something I'm going to look back on a year from now and be so thankful for. So that's kind of pretty much all we talked about for yesterday, but it was good. And then that's it. Yeah, I don't.
Well, the main services, we talked about faith training. We're wrapping up our look at what is faith and the importance of it's not a one-time deal, when it comes to your faith. It's a thing that you do every day, just kind of like running or working out or whatever. It's an everyday process, everyday deal, and it's like running or working out. Your faith gets stronger the more you use it, the more you work it out, the more you put it to the test, the more, just like bench pressing. Right now, I probably couldn't bench press nothing because I haven't bench pressed all summer long.
I hit a new record today.
Did you? Killing it, walking in and doing something.
Struggling when my face got really red. Yeah. That's the most I've ever done.
Well, you could have put two 45s on each side easy then, because you did several. You did them like 6 or 7 times. So, but anyhow, there you go. Awesome. I don't even think that way. I'm glad I'm past.
You're above all that.
I am. It's just silly.
You're holier than thou.
I don't know about holier than thou. It just seems silly. So I don't even think about it when I say it until y'all do something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, there I go. So, but anyhow, it was just about how it needs to be one of those things where God's going to give you the strength that you need, and God's going to give you the endurance that you need. But God's the one. That's where you're going to get that from. You're not going to get it from your spouse, your kids, your parents, your work, your money, your job. You're going to get that from God. And so hopefully as you grow spiritually, your faith obviously grows, and so it gives you the strength and the endurance to go through whatever trial, storm, situation, struggle that you're going to go through. And those obviously aren't easy, but you're able to get through them because you have faith that God's a good God, and that God is who he says he is, and he'll do what he says he'll do, and he'll deliver you from that situation. Then we talked about the importance of, building your faith on a solid rock. Don't build your faith on money, because money can be gone. Don't build your faith on a relationship, because inevitably people are going to hurt you. Don't build your faith on whatever, your job, your money, whatever. You build it on God, knowing that he is solid, he is sure, he is true. And that way your house will stand firm if you stand firm with him. So it was good. It was a good day, good numbers, good people, good attitude, good spirit for the most part. There's always have you one or two. But man, just really,
Tracy.
really. Yeah, well, it was funny. So she was telling me to fix your headphone, or fix the monitors. Well, the floor monitors while you were singing, so you could hear it.
Yeah,
so you could hear it because you apparently couldn't hear him. She told me to do that, and then while we were shaking hands, I was going to go back and do that. Well, I forgot. So we start after we shake hands. I come back, and apparently she's trying to get my attention, and I'm not paying attention. I'm worshiping. And she said, and every time you looked over at me, you closed your eyes. And I said, well, I was trying to worship. I'm singing.
I kept I could see her doing it. I kept going, it's fine. Because I couldn't hear myself at all. But right before she goes, I don't think he ever went back there. Like, while we're sitting back there while you're doing announcements, she goes, I don't think he's going to go back there. I don't think he really even heard what I said.
Forgot. I heard what she said. I forgot. So obviously it was such a distraction that people were watching. Because on my way back, Ron Russell goes, she told you twice. I went, yes, sir, I forgot the first time. So he's clearly watching this whole thing go down watch Tracy getting on to me in front of God and everybody. And
That is so funny.
Oh
my gosh.
She told you twice. He goes, that's the second time she told you. You better go do it. I went, yes, sir, I'm going. So anyhow, yeah, it's so crazy.
That's good stuff right
no,
there.
it's terrible. But
I didn't know.
so, something, it became such a huge distraction. But anyhow,
Well, and then even like after you went back, I looked at Mom like in between one of the songs. I was like, "Can you tell him it's all it's kind of too loud now?" Like,
killing me.
It was
killing me. Well, I kept going. Give me a sign, something. Y'all have already made this a huge deal. I'm standing in the booth saying, hello, is it good? Is it bad? And y'all wouldn't give me nothing. So I was like, whatever, dude.
Well, she was, I think she said she was worried that like you couldn't hear me out in the crowd since you couldn't hear me through the in-ear monitor.
It's a completely different thing. That's a completely different thing. It's not even close.
And I was like, to be honest, that's a good thing.
No, we could hear you. And that was not the two different slides. They're two different functions. They're completely different. I feel
like somebody messes with them because
we have a lot of messing with.
Every time I play in my in-ears, there's instruments I can hear and instruments I can't, and it's a different combo every week when I play.
It's probably there's the mute buttons. It depends on what buttons they have, what scene they have pushed is probably what causes it to be different. So we need to just clear those scenes out, or at least make them equal, or work through all those scenes.
Some weeks it's like I can only hear the singers.
I guarantee
it's like I can only hear the guitar.
Yeah, I guarantee that they have a certain scene.
I've never heard the piano.
Yeah, we can fix that. That's easy. I can fix that. So we just need to fix our scenes. We just need to put some work in it. We need to just sit down. I need to come up next time y'all do a practice and just set that board up. Is what I need to do.
Help me get set up upstairs sometime this week.
Yeah, we can do it. We can make it happen. So anyhow, those are a couple things like that need to be done. So next time y'all have a big practice, I want to try to be in there to.
Yeah, and you can start doing special offerings for the new auditorium.
Well, we could do a special drive, where they have there's red in the bottom of the thing, and we're trying to get up to this certain level, and each time we reach a level, I don't know. Anyhow,
I'll do an update video weekly for
a weekly update. We still need money, so if somebody would just drop. I figure we could do it for $5 million.
Yeah.
But what's going to be really expensive is the big backboard like Clark has. That's where the money's going to come in.
Oh, we don't need one that big.
We don't have to be that big, but big enough to fit our auditorium.
I think the one at Woodlands is the perfect size.
Let's do
Clark's is.
It's the whole stage. It's the whole stage. That thing is massive.
Clark's is
massive. But I know somebody that can help us set it up.
Clark's wouldn't fit in our front lobby.
No, not at all. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, we put something that fits our auditorium.
That thing's ridiculous.
It's massive. So, but anyhow, no, something like that.
It literally just needs to be big enough to have words on it.
No, I want it to be huge.
No.
Anyhow.
Yeah. So would Sunday school rooms be put in there?
No, it kind of depends on what we build or what we design.
Or would our spaces become Sunday school rooms?
No, I think we need to keep this to offices. I think I'm fine with this staying to offices.
If I were you, I would be too.
I got a pretty nice office. Why would I want to give it up? It's looking pretty good.
But this could move out and you can get a conference room.
Yeah, we could definitely get a conference room, and we could do a few other things. So what I would like to do is, I don't know. I mean, we could do a whole... If we do out here in the front, we could do a whole basement that we move. Like, if we wanted to, we could move all kids down into the basement, which then opens up 3 huge Sunday school rooms upstairs.
I don't think you'd want that.
You don't?
Unless you're, like, pretty heavy on soundproofing.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you're preaching, you have the kids right below you, blaring music, squealing.
Oh, we would make it to where
it doesn't seem smart. Also, for them to get to the playground, they'd have to disrupt services.
We could make it happen.
Because kids aren't going to quietly move throughout the hallways.
We could design it, though. If they're coming from the basement.
No, I say give the kids the entire top floor here, and they'll be fine. That's all they need.
Okay, so what are you going to do with the rest of the Sunday school rooms? Exactly. We've got to create more Sunday school rooms.
I mean, I guess having those 3 would be pretty solid. But then kids...
And they're big Sunday school rooms. Like you could put, they're probably double the sizes of the ones we have downstairs.
But I think even for like Sunday school rooms, if it's like older people, it'd be easier to have them. They're just in the same building all day.
Same building. We could. The problem is if they're in the basement, we're going to have to get them an escalator.
And they're not going to be loud if they're in the basement.
Yeah, they may be.
Randy's class isn't going to be. But if it's adult Sunday school rooms, they wouldn't be having Sunday school while you're doing services, so it wouldn't matter.
Right. Exactly.
So then could it be shared spaces like?
Could be.
During Sunday school, the kids are just on the playground or something, and then during the services, they take up those classrooms.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, but we'll still have this building with all of its rooms. I say we turn what the auditorium now is into the gym/fellowship hall. What's the fellowship hall now? We add 2 big Sunday school rooms in there.
I was about to say, you could easily.
Yeah, we could close that off and put 2 big Sunday school rooms in there.
But then where's the new fellowship hall?
Huh?
Where would fellowship hall go?
That's what I said. The gym/fellowship hall.
No, because we're doing hardwood floors, and I don't want people eating on that.
Doing hardwood floors.
Look, dude, my Monday night basketball ministry is going to grow. It's going to be booming.
It's going to be booming. Another thing I think we should do when we do turn that into a gym, make it where we can have 2 volleyball courts and do for smaller kids, do a summer volleyball camp. And then during the fall season, do a volleyball league for smaller kids. I guarantee you we'd have a ton of parents sign up for it, and I guarantee you it would be a good money maker for our church.
I want to be one of the coaches.
Sure.
But I don't want to share a team with anybody.
Okay.
Because I don't want to have conflicting ideas. I want to be a big dog.
But anyhow, but I'm just thinking, we don't have anything like that up here. So if you had 2 volleyball courts and you ran volleyball games on Saturday, think of the people that'd be coming into this building, coming to our church.
Yeah, because the rec center just does baseball, softball, basketball, football, right?
Yeah, they don't do baseball
no
at all. I mean volleyball at all. So if we introduced volleyball, and I think we could get the high school coaches to get on board and helping us with it, simply because
it would help them out a ton.
We're helping develop these kids early.
Because it would even help, like,
be huge.
Because a lot of these girls, their first time touching a volleyball is at the junior
when
high.
they meet Haley.
So
think about it. That'd be huge, right?
Young, but okay, some of them kids. Are we gonna have lower nets? Like, how's this gonna work?
Well,
I guess now's not the time to be going over logistics.
I think it feels good on a podcast. I love it. It's great.
I like it though. Let's kick it off for next year.
No, I think it's great. Well, we got to have an auditorium built.
Well,
so.
You just said we're going to.
I would love to. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Lord willing.
Lord willing, if the creek don't rise. So, but
hey, we're coming up on 50 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it
really?
here. Yeah, I don't know how we did it.
What are you going to tell them about Wednesday night?
That's trying to get to it, man.
I didn't know that. I thought you were wrapping it up.
So I'm going to wrap it up here I'm going to announce a few things.
Move on. Keep going then.
Night. Hey, Rome Emperors, sign up. Teenagers, if you're listening, sign up. We're going to have the sign-up sheet upstairs. Obviously, Wednesday we're not going to be upstairs, but Sunday we'll get y'all to sign up for that. This upcoming Wednesday we're playing slip and slide kickball. Couldn't make it work with any other places, so we're unfortunately doing it in Mike Henry's front yard up here. The mission house up the hill. It also just makes pick up and drop off easier for the parents because you're all in the same regular old place. Bring a towel. Do not wear a white T-shirt. Make sure 3 Bs are covered. Fellas, wear a bathing suit. Throw on like a T-shirt or something. Not that big of a deal. We're not swimming, so you don't need to just show up in one-piece bathing suits and swim trunks. That's not what we're doing. We're playing kickball. Wear normal clothes. You can wear a bathing suit underneath your clothes, but cover yourself. Nobody wants to see that. Trying to have fun. Other than that, regular Wednesday night stuff for everybody else.
6 o'clock, we're having pizza. Kids kick off. We go start the bus back up, picking up kids, and all that starts at 6:30. And then 7 o'clock, men and ladies Bible study, followed with time of prayer. So I'm excited. I know it's the first day of school, so I'm worried we're going to be a little bit low, but hopefully not. Maybe people are excited and they'll come, and it'll be just an awesome kickoff. But I don't know.
But I think that's it. Wait, let's try to drag it to at least 50 because it's better for our.
Is it?
It's better for our numbers if we go.
So
at
what
least
are we
50.
at?
We have a minute to go. So let's play a quick game. We have to say. On 3, we're going to say a word, and we have to keep going until we're on the same word.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You understand the game?
Got it.
All right. 1. Wait, should we have like some kind of category? Just wing it.
I don't care. You say it.
Let's just wing it.
Wing it.
1, 2, 3.
Pizza.
Chicken. Okay, chicken and pizza. Pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Okay, I'm going with just it's one word.
Okay.
No combo words.
Gotcha.
When you think of chicken and pizza, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1,
Coke.
Buffalo. Oh, I was thinking buffalo chicken pizza.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Buffalo and Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going far away. I don't know what to do here. All right, 3, 2, 1.
French
B-dubs.
What'd you say?
I went with B-dubs.
I don't know what that is. So
Buffalo Wild Wings.
I went with French fries from Buffalo Wild Wings. So,
Ooh, wing place and French fries.
yeah.
Okay, think about that.
Okay.
A wing place with some banging French fries.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Wingstop. Come on. All right, hey y'all.
I think we cheated quite a bit in that whole.
But
game
I feel like if we didn't, our brains are too out there.
Because my next thing was going to be ranch, and I don't even eat ranch.
So ADHD plus ADD, we would never land if we don't cheat a little bit.
We weren't
Anyways,
landing.
y'all have a good week.
See ya.
See y'all on Wednesday.